is where I would begin. First, I will tell them to take time to both of them define what marriage is, because to different people, marriage means different things. And also in that space, as you define what marriage will be like when the two of you come together, you'll also be able to pick what the expectation is. Now, we come from different cultures. Some marry the extended family. Others are very, very neutral and nuclear kind of family setups. Some are dictated by the background of the tribe, others not. So the minute you're able to, both of you sit down and define what marriage is to both of you and align it to what you can agree between the two of you, that would be a good starting point. And another thing that I would say is check on your habits. We have small habits that we need to drop, that we need to evaluate. And I speak more for the girls. These days the supermarkets are giving us food, ready-made food. I would want to burst the bubbles and say you cannot sustain a home with ready-made food from the supermarkets every evening and every morning. So you need to check some of those habits. Start teaching yourself to prepare homemade meals, and as simple things and as making the bed, and putting your laundry in order and your clothes in order. Some and check.
You have muted yourself, Liz.
All this time I've been talking without being.
No, it's okay. Continue. It's okay.
Oh, okay. What was the last point?
You cannot sustain a home with
homemade supermarket food.
Yes.
Take away foods. And so you need to check on some of those habits, drop those that you need to drop. And I think now that it is, I see almost everybody's in, I always make this joke and say, if you have a sleeping habit of sleeping like an octopus, you need to start composing yourself and learn to start not sleeping like an octopus. So small things, you just start readjusting them in your mind. I also say it's good to consider premarital. There are many, unfortunately, many young people are jumping into the space called marriage without proper premarital counseling. Premarital counseling, I say, is important because it's able to shed light on some gray areas that probably would have disturbed and destabilized your union if they were not highlighted early enough. Again, I would want to say, to add another point is, get yourself a good best couple. I think that one has been mentioned, and the importance of having people who are married and not two in the same union, married but in the same union. That is also very important to realize, because then in the event that you need to seek wisdom and counsel, you have to seek it from people who are thinking from the same wavelength and not from two different sources. Because then again, we are having, I think, a confusion where you pick a guy from this side, you pick a lady from another marriage, they become your best couple, quote unquote, or you get a lady who is not married and a guy who is married, and things look a little bit confused right there. Then another thing that you have to consider is you have to discuss a lot of money matters, children, religion, and even in-laws. Part of it will be handled in the premarital counseling, but even when you're taking the coffees and all that stuff, I always say it's always important to really highlight and look into these things, because people get into marriage and the babies don't come. So what do? Because those are the realities of life. What happens? You find people getting married, they were going to different churches, they cannot agree now, once they're already in that union, on where exactly they should be worshiping. And you realize one Sunday, one person is going to PCA, the other one is going to PEFA, and really that's not what you wanted. Another thing that I always say, especially for ladies, I have a bias for ladies, is please make sure you visit a gyna. Visit a gyna before you walk into the space of marriage. There are few things a gyna only can be able to point out, to highlight, and to probably undo a few things here and there. Otherwise, the others are natural. Maintain a good diet, especially if you're a girl, from whatever age, because then whatever you eat wrong from the age of 12 will affect the quality of your eggs at the age of 30 or 25. That's a summary of what I would say to any girl that is desiring to get to the space called marriage.
Wow,